WETS.
Whoop. Just give me a sec. I'm having lunch. Quite a tasty sandwich.
So anyway, this week's shirt is a Star Wars t-shirt. First of all, it's another black one. You're probably going to get a few black shirts coming up, because I realised with roughly half of them being black, I kind of need to do every second or third t-shirt as a black one, otherwise I'm just going to end up with heaps of blacks at the end. That sounded a bit racist. And I've only done a couple blacks so far. A lot of the others have been coloured or white. So I guess I need to catch up a little bit. But yes, another Star Wars shirt. This is actually the second shirt I was talking about. If you recall from episode 2, I was wearing the white Stormtrooper t-shirt, and I gave you the whole story about how I wasn't sure if I wanted to buy it or not, and then they ran out of sizes, blah blah blah. Girlfriend bought them for me, didn't know, ended up with 2, she had to take hers back, whatever. This is the second shirt in that story. So Stormtroopers, they were all moshing in some sort of concert, and this one shows Vader up on stage in front of a massive crowd. It's even got a little disco ball. So most rock shows I've been to don't have disco balls, so I assume it's some sort of pop show. Not sure what he's doing there, that's not very fitting. But here's your close-up photo. You can't really see too much of the audience. They're just sort of a bit blurred. Depending on how you look at it, they kind of look a little bit like Stormtroopers, so you know, it could even well be Stormtroopers from the other shirt. But if you look at it a different way, it's just faces that all sort of blur together and you don't really know what's happening. But that's not the main focus of the shirt anyway. It's obviously Vader. He clearly has a good stage presence. He seems quite down pat with the whole pose, whatever you want to call that. Hands in the air, pointing to the sky. So yeah, not an awful lot of detail in the picture, but still looks pretty cool. Similar to the Stormtrooper one, I imagine this is a figurine that's been posed, but it could well be a guy in a costume. Maybe even computer generated, but either way, the result works. The print itself is, as I mentioned in a couple of my videos, it's digitally done instead of the screen printing, which actually leaves the sort of paint on the shirt. So whilst they tend to possibly fade a bit more, the art itself stays on the shirt rather than peeling off or cracking or whatever. One thing I'm not sure I mentioned with the other Star Wars shirt, but both this and the other one, they are actually official Star Wars merchandise. And Tiger obviously have their license to sell whatever t-shirts. They've got Marvel and Batman and stuff as well. But it's not just something that's been printed with license and sold under a different label. The tag is actually Star Wars, and the little removable tag on it was an official Star Wars merchandising tag. So that's pretty interesting. One difference between this and the Stormtrooper one, if you recall, I was complaining about sizes and I had to settle on the large for that, whilst the one my girlfriend bought was a small, which probably would have fit. This one, on the other hand, is an extra small, and again, my girlfriend managed to get the small. So sent away both the ones that probably would have fit me really well, but considering it's a size I wouldn't normally buy, it's not too small though. Like, it fits pretty well, it's not tight. I can certainly get it over my head, which is always a plus. But I think the smalls just would have had a bit of extra room, and possibly the cut would have fit me a little better. I don't know if there's a lesson in that to wait, but yeah, I guess it's Murphy's Law. If I had waited, Caitlin probably wouldn't have got them, and then I wouldn't have any shirts at all. So take what you will from that. But in the end, it's still a cool shirt regardless of how well it fits, which brings us to the end of another episode of WETS. So have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time.